Big 7 Live, brought to you by Reed Exhibitions, which is the world's largest event organizer with over 500 events in 30 countries and serves 43 industry sectors with trade and consumer events. Today at this Big 7 Live, we have with us Mr. Yashovardhan Gupta from Torero. Welcome, sir.
Hi everyone. Hi Chaitali. Thank you. Thanks everyone.
So, just to give you all a brief about Mr. Gupta, he is director and CEO of Torero. He is a recipient of the Torchbearer Award and has global experience in mergers and acquisitions. He has worked in Indonesia, China, Mongolia, and Europe before returning to India to help grow the manufacturing base of the country. Talking about his company, Torero is among the highest quality leather fashion accessory manufacturers in the world. It is also the exclusive global license for Cross, Police, and Hacksafe with which are the powerful global brands. Torero has grown from the strength to strength and has a young, as you can see, Mr. Gupta, as a young and aggressive team with a distribution network spanning across 80 countries. We thank you, Mr. Gupta, for accepting our invitation to be part of this live sessions.
Not at all, Chaitali. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're just a humble Indian company trying to spread our wings globally with the support of Reed Exhibitions, with whom we've participated in numerous exhibitions. And 2021 we'll be back. Reed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Gupta, as we all are aware about the conditions due to this current COVID situation, so the industry is looking for some insights from the
Right.
experts like you in regards to the things going forward, how the industry will shape up and how it will be. Maybe I can say it as a post-COVID era.
Absolutely. You couldn't be right. It is definitely a post-COVID era. So you want some insights on how we are managing with the crisis, etc., etc.?
Yes, like how.
So I would say, Chaitali, we firmly believe in being very realistic that the situation is what it is. And first step is acceptance that this is the situation. And from that perspective, you could say that our entire lockdown has gone on in 3 phases. In the first phase, we decided that, all hands on deck. Torero, we're pretty much a young company. To give you a very quick snapshot of what we do, we're desirous of becoming the Luxottica of leather accessories. We're very, very good in leather accessories. We manufacture for Hugo Boss, Giorgio Armani, etc. But we have taken that expertise and acquired licenses, and we're the exclusive global licenses of companies like Cross, Police, Schaeffer, Swiss Military. So we have a very large brand presence in accessories. Could say that we're pretty much the #1 company in accessories, and hence we're a very young team, very energetic, etc. So we decided that in the lockdown we will not waste any time. So you can say literally when the lockdown started, maybe there was 1 week of shock. Everyone was thinking what to do. But right after that, we started producing and donating medical gowns in a big way. And we donated approximately 5,000 medical gowns, all made in-house. Right, Giorgio Armani was making gowns, so we can also make gowns. We iterated it ourselves and made a lot of versions, secured all permissions. But the main thing is that it gave the entire organization a purpose, and everyone felt that they're contributing to the crisis, and no one was lost. It defined and really became a lodestone for the company. So this was phase 1. In phase 2, what we did is that we very rapidly we did morning Zoom calls at 9 a.m. with everyone. We did a lot of learning sessions, and we took a very quick decision that assuming it is 1st of June, and this is say a decision we took in April, if we were to visualize what all we would want our company to achieve, we realize 80% of the things one can do working from home, be it new catalogs, be it contacting new customers, building new relationships, creating new processes. So we got to work and we started working very aggressively. In the third phase, I must say that we've been slightly aggressive. We are fully at work since 4 or 5 weeks. The whole company is aggressively at work 6 days a week. We are working very aggressively. We are making a lot of masks. We are selling a lot of police branded masks, Cross branded masks globally, and we're making a lot of impact. So I think the core idea is that accepting that this is the situation, being in the present, doing the best we can, helps us take the best decisions for the future. So that has been our technique.
Because that's really wonderful, Mr. Gupta. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, Chaitali, I must send you and everyone's for their benefit and a small update on all the all the donations we were doing and everything. I mean, credit to the team. They fed 2,000 workers, donated 5,000 gowns. So we tried to do the best we can, and then we got to work.
That's really impressive. I mean, the
Yeah,
phase-wise kind of a work divisions which you have done, I think it's really an innovative thing without
yeah,
wasting time. Because I'm
yeah,
sure most of them were like, don't know what needs to be done
yeah.
right now.
No, absolutely. I think, and this is, if I could say, a message to any other small business owner, etc., because ultimately we're a small business owner. One has to lead from the front. So we were very clear that that we have to lead from the front. We have to because everyone's lost, and taking decisions and providing leadership is very key.
I think that's really a very good message, which everyone will definitely, I think, would like to follow it right now.
Right.
What is your overall assessment on the situation, and how do you think the government initiative, as we know, that is Atmanirbhar
Right.
Bharat,
So,
so how this will put growth back on track? Like,
So here, Chaitali, I would say that, ultimately, if we look at it, referring to my earlier comment that, the situation is what it is. And luckily, we are not in politics. We are in business. And our goal, and you can say that Torero as a company, we're very clear. Our goal is to create massive wealth for our stakeholders, ensure that all our team members individually grow financially as well as learning wise. So you can say our scope of impact is fairly small. It is our stakeholders. So our perspective was that this is the situation. This is what it is, right? What are the best decisions we can take right now? The government has created a lot of schemes, and I would say largely most of them are debt oriented. As a company, we like to be very low on debt. So it is not particularly advantageous to us, but of course we can reduce the cost of our lending rates for whatever limited debt that we have. Mukesh Ambani is reducing debt, so obviously companies like us should reduce debt as well. But that said, I think the onus is on every business to take advantage of whatever SOPs initiatives, etc., is on offer, and that is because COVID is only making it more apparent. An inefficient business will become further more inefficient in the post-COVID world, Chaitali, as you just said. Companies with a lot of flab, companies with unclear goals, with limited weekly reporting mechanisms will struggle. Efficient companies will do better. Companies with great brands, great products, great teams will do better. So Torero's, what we've just realized is that COVID is just accelerating some very obvious truths that we were all aware of. And from that perspective, we are going ahead. And the government, from our perspective, has been tough but fair. And so there are SOPs available, and it is up to each business how much they can take advantage of the SOPs available.
again, good one with the inputs. Thank you so much for that.
Thank
And what we would want to know is what impact are you projecting on the sales of the travel gears? So, as we are aware, given the restrictions and apprehensions on the travel right now, so what
Right.
are your strategies to combat on that?
So here, Chaitali, I would say I belong to two schools of thought. So one school of thought I belong to is that obviously there is deflation in everything, all sectors. You can say fashion, travel, accessories. There is deflation. Obviously, hospitality, etc. There is deflation, but there are opportunities in some other sectors. So I belong to the perspective that in crises like this, wealth shifts. It does not necessarily die out, but it shifts. So though opportunities for travel goods may have reduced, other opportunities have risen. So this is a certain perspective. The second perspective that I have is that all of us, even if our turnover is 200, 300 crores, right, the market opportunity is 30,000, 40,000 crores, right? So we represent 0.5% or 0.1% of the market potential. So even if there is deflation by 20%, right, the opportunity to grow is still quite massive, especially for small businesses or largely exhibitors. So our perspective is that we've taken it very positively. We've understood that impact will be there in a couple of quarters. Impact would be there on the retail channels, but however, e-commerce is doing really well. Direct marketing is doing really well. Companies need an opportunity to market directly to their customers. So corporate gifts is on the rise. Direct marketing of the types of Avon, etc., which use multi-level marketings, that is on the rise. Mechanisms to reach out to distributor partners, because trade is on the rise, through fora such as what you have created, that is improving. So opportunities are there. Even when it comes to categories, my perspective is that as soon as COVID ends, which is happening in Europe, there is a tiny surge buying, which one can take advantage of, which also happened in e-commerce in India. As soon as e-commerce opened up, there was a small surge. So there are advantages like surges also, that one can time the market correctly. And when it comes to product, of course, some product categories may suffer. So it is prudent to deploy those same resources towards more immediately active categories like masks, etc. And then be ready as soon as travel goods take off. Then you are most ready to take advantage of that situation later on. So yes, summarizing, one has to be alert, and I see only opportunities. There may be some areas which have deflated, but there are many opportunities, and one must keep their eye on the ball on those opportunities.
I think this is the most positive thing about what you said is on the opportunities. Yes, people
Right.
need to look after what the other thing, as you all started with the gowns and the masks, but like on an immediate basis, you all started that.
Absolutely.
So yes, once we get back to our travels, I'm very sure the other products would be online again. Right. So back to the next one. So do
Right.
you have any plans to make changes in the current product line? Now, of course, you have already
Right.
mentioned that you have been into the mask and other things. But is there anything else, like you are completely with the travel thing? So
Absolutely.
from
I
that,
would say that, Chaitali, COVID has made many trends much more apparent. And see, there are, you can say, newspaper articles that Lamborghini is trying to customize products to their consumers more. Even Piaggio tried to do a collaboration with another fashion brand. So there are various trends of customization which are rising, personalization which are rising. You can say direct delivery to customers as a trend. So strength in logistics as a trend which is rising. So from that perspective, what we've decided is that COVID is ensuring that one has to be very nimble. Though specifically your question is about product, but we have reorganized our entire team. You can imagine that as a company, we've changed the roles of every individual in our company to be more agile. So this is one. Secondly, we are reevaluating our strategy every week because things are changing so fast. So we are reevaluating our strategy every week. Third, we are listening to our customers like never before. As soon as COVID happened, we spent one of the biggest initiatives that we did was that we spoke to every single customer in our database at length, understanding and taking feedback on what feedback, what products do their customers need, right? So end consumers, and we use that information to drive our new product development categories, and hence from that, we got to know that there is a huge demand for company branded or immediately customized masks, right? Because companies want to distribute, and companies such as Google, etc., want to distribute masks to their executives with the Google logo on it, and ideally a branded mask with assurance, with warranty, etc. So that is also feedback which came. Even with regard to products, we launched a whole series of getting back to work products. So where we had planners with motivational speeches on it, customized with company logos. We even sold a large number of office bags. Now one would assume that office bags, the demand would be lesser because people aren't going to work. But you would be very heartened to know that everyone in houses with a lot of children, the laptops and everything are never properly organized, and someone is always running away with them. So there was a need for people to organize their office material even at home. So we sold office bags and accessories like electronics pouches as work from home kit, so directly to customers. And I think the core advantage is that we were shipping directly to customers with the support of our partners. So that really helped. So I think that was the perspective: being agile, being nimble in team, in processes, in strategy, focusing on the now, and realizing that there is demand. There is demand. There is a lot of talk, but there is demand even for your existing products, and you could say some excessive demand for some really, really emergency use products such as masks.
I think the product which you said about for the work from home kits, I think that is more
Yeah,
useful would be
yeah.
because it's like a out of box thing. No one would have thought about
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Yeah. I'm telling you now, for example, today I'm always working from office, but only today I was working from home because my kids didn't see me. So they told me stay at home. So I'm wearing a t-shirt. So what we did is that in police, we did the same thing. We had this really cool police backpack. So we were giving free t-shirts as work from home kits. And cross with our planner, we were giving free masks with your company logo, free customized masks with our annual planners. So there are opportunities. One just needs to start caring about their customers and give them what they need.
Yeah, as we say, customer is God. So I'm very
Yeah.
sure that the feedback does matters, and getting the products with customized things is really a good one. And I think whatever things you right now said are like out of the box
Yeah.
and are also very much useful and necessary at the current situations.
Yes, thank you, thank you. I must
Thank
send read some of our electronic pouches so that your chargers and battery packs are always organized, and it's cool and fashionable and stylish as well as the police brand.
I'm sure
Right.
people would
Yeah.
be interested with that as well.
Hmm.
So, with the final thing, just want to know, like,
Right.
what would be your message for the industry colleagues and our viewers? Like,
I think ultimately, so this I would say this message would be to the founders and to the management that 3 months of COVID can be very boring. People are either stuck at home or stuck at work with limited lives. So the perspective that I want everyone to have and what is working for us is that ultimately we have to be very happy. And this is something that we are doing in Torero in a big way. We, for example, launched a big video gaming room and center with HTC Vive and everything, a lot of gaming and a lot of initiatives we started to create happiness at the workplace. And ultimately, these are stressful times. So I would say step one is that it's very important to be very happy, right? If you're happy, you take sharper decisions, better decisions. Second is it's best to focus on now. Stay away from WhatsApp, stay away from Twitter, stay away from Facebook. Read news on the internet. Keep your mind positive and take the best decisions that you can to make money right now as opposed to being in the future. That is the second tip. Third is that I feel demand is there. It's incorrect to say demand is not there. Demand is there. You just need to reach out to your customers. You reach out to your customers, the demand is there, right? And I would say that companies such as Reed Exhibitions, which has for decades been in exhibitions, is also being forthcoming and realizing the power of digital marketing. And that is a sign that companies also need to do the same. They need to realize that the pre-COVID era is over, and we have to find methods of reaching out to customers digitally, interacting with them digitally. Building trust is, I think, the core thing, because after COVID, trust has broken up. Every customer feels that they can delay payments. People feel they can delay payments for their staff, their suppliers. So it is very important that you build that trust, and then the ecosystem takes care of itself. So essentially, I would say four things. Since it's for the social media, it's best to summarize because everyone loses track. So one is very important to be happy. Happy, be cheerful, spend time with your children, take better decisions. This is one. Second is be in the present. Very important that we be in the present. We don't plan for 2021. We plan for June 2020. This is when we plan for. Be in the present. The third is that opportunities do exist, right? It's a myth that opportunities are not there. You just need to speak to your customers. Opportunities are there. And finally, I would say that you have to realize that certain shifts are taking place, such as towards digital marketing and reaching out to customers digitally, and be ready to take those shifts.
thank you so much, Mr. Gupta. I think it was really a wonderful message, and all your innovative products and innovative thinking is really going to help the industry. It was really a wonderful insights, and I would once again like to thank you very much.
Thank you, Chaitali. Thanks, the backroom boys of Reeds.
To know more about the industry and also hear some more insights from the experts at India Big Seven Line. So be safe and take care. Thank you so much.
Yes, everyone. Take care, everyone.